I'm in New York City. I got here. I was on the train all day long, so I'm a little worn out, but I wanted to get you my sort of first reaction to the room that I have on my first night here on this trip. Now it's a little bit different. I had to change my trip just a little bit because I moved over to taking the train, so I had to add one day. But I didn't add a day to the existing reservation because there were some complications. I just grabbed another day. So I'm gonna have two different kinds of room at OYO, I believe is how you say it. It's OYO, and it's right here, right off of Times Square in the theater district. It's at 47th and 7th. Okay, right across the street from the Palace Theater, where I saw Glenn Ross back this past June. Okay, so let's quit my yapping and take a look at this room that I'm in. This is a small room, but it's got everything that one person really needs. All right, so let's spin you around and take a look. Okay, here. This is the door that I just came in, okay, using this door key. We'll come back to this key where it comes to the elevator later, because this is an important piece of information. Okay, here we got door with peephole, map of the floor. Okay, we've got this bar lock right here, okay, to keep people from pushing in, okay, but you can also lock it right there, okay. Lights right here. I turned on a little bit more light over there. Okay, that was that top light. Okay. Oh, looks like we can adjust our temperature. Let's go ahead and knock that puppy down. Let's go to 71, see how that does. Okay. Here, we've got hooks that look like a city. That's really nice, I like that. That's really cool, okay. And some hangers, okay. Always like to point out where we have outlets. We've got one right here, right next to the front door. And let's move over here. Bedside light and reading light with switches and more outlets. Look at that. Okay, more outlets, phone, bedside table, and down here, more outlets. That's good. All right, we need a lot of outlets when we're visiting the city. Nice picture over the bed. Okay, then over here, matching bedside light and reading light. Let's look at these switches. That's the main light right there. This one closer. And then the reading light. Boom. Is the farther one away. Again, more outlets. This is a positive. I like to have as many outlets as possible. We've got a luggage rack here folded up along with a small ironing board. Small piece of furniture here that works as a second bedside table. It looks like it was brought here from a larger room, but it serves its purpose. That's fine. Okay. Over here, we've got a programmable safe to put your valuables and another outlet. Trash can up here flat screen television, full-length mirror. Let's take a look and see what kind of view I've got. I'm guessing it's not much of anything, but we'll give it a shot. What are we looking at? Well, I was right. We're looking at a wall to a neighboring building, or is this one of those walls that's inside the building because you by law have to have a window? I think I might be able to see this better during daylight hours. All right, let's close that back up because I'm the only one who's going to be seen with my light on like that. Okay, let's go over here to the bathroom, which is just to the right when you come into the room. Okay, that nice tile. Here we are, single sink, toilet, and here is our shower. Now this is one of those sort of third panel showers, step-in showers. I've dealt with one of these before. The water always comes out onto the floor, and it looks like they are aware of that problem because they have also now added a shower curtain. This, I guarantee you, was not here when they first got the idea of putting this shower in. This has been added in addition to this, because I've been in rooms where this was not enough, but it's all I had. Okay, let's take a look inside. I will report on the water pressure. All right, here's some shampoo and conditioner. There's the knobs. This is a little bit of a mess as far as the work they did on the grouting, but it's not going to affect how well I shower. And this is a less expensive room. Let's just go ahead and say it because it was added last moment. And turn around, and we're facing back into the room. And that's the room. All right, let's talk about that room key. Okay, just like with some other hotels I've stayed at here in New York City, you need your room key in order to access the elevator. I believe it was the Edison. We had to do that too.
Green one. Aha, I was able to do it with one hand. Okay, so you just have to wait for this to light up green. Then you can push your button. All right, so it can be done with one hand and your card, your room key. All right, that's how you run the elevator here.
This is our first day room. I'm gonna stay here tonight. Might not even go out tonight. I'm tired, I've been in a train all day. And then I'm gonna check out first thing in the morning and try to check into my new room. I'll probably just give them my bags to hold until my new room is available. I'm gonna be going out pretty early tomorrow morning. I'm gonna try to rush a show, right? I'm not gonna sit around waiting on my room. I gotta get out there and get some inexpensive theater tickets. That's what I'm thinking about.
Quick warning about the shower. The water pressure is good. The shower situation itself is comfortable, and it does get hot relatively quick. It gets scalding hot. It gets too hot for comfort. I was actually worried I would become burned. So I actually stepped out of the shower because small adjustments
did not do the job. I had to step out of the shower, push the shower head away from myself. Now, I didn't do this in a panic, but it was too hot, and it was not getting cooler with small adjustments. I had to make large adjustments to get it back down to warm. Actually, I got it back down to not quite as hot as I usually liked it, but at that point, I had my fill of hot. I had shampoo in my hair. I had shampoo all over me. I had to get out of the shower. So, just be careful about how high up you push the heat on this shower. It does get very hot. So, you know, points in favor, but also be careful. Okay? Otherwise, this room has served me perfectly well. There is the shower that, in a strange way, offended. And yes, I did figure that that is, in fact, one of those little notches in these buildings that allow for a window, so they're following the law, but it opens on nothing. Nothing. There's nothing to look at. It's just a way to let in some air, I guess. Okay. So I'm done with this room for now, but I'll be checking into a different style room here at OYO, OYO. I'll have to ask them how they actually say it. And we'll look at that next.